Hi all, my Acer laptop came back from repair thankfully. I didn't want to record too many videos with a netbook. There was, you may have noticed there was a synchronization issue between the audio and visual. I have got another computer, but I just recording in the evening. I was with the netbook. So anyway, let's play this. Let's play Nimzo-Indian. I've got a bit of a cold as well, I'm afraid. Alright, so I'm just putting tension in the center. So I seem to be quite high rated at the moment. So I wonder if that rating means anything psychologically to the IM. Maybe he's a bit worried. I don't think it needs to be though, because I'm feeling out of shape. But anyway, let's play here. Probably releasing his bishop is a bad idea, but in fact, you know, A4, maybe A5, knight B4, or anything else. I can't see anything else, so I'm going to be under pressure now. If he just puts a bit of pressure on B4, what am I going to do? Maybe knight E4 to go to C3, or threaten knight D2, bit of a cheapo here. In fact, D5 is on. No, it's not. He could take first, and then he could take on D5. Okay, he didn't do that. So what about bishop E6? Try and protect that D5 pawn. So already I'm a bit in trouble. Of course, the usual story. What about rook C8? Looks like putting a rook on a useful square. You can take, I suppose, and play D5. I'm just going to do that. Okay. I get switch my rook in for the kill on his king. Optimistic. So rook G6, yeah, or rook H6 actually provokes H3, but then the rook's just totally misplaced, and I'll get crushed on this side of the board. However, I can't really see too many options here. This isn't the most flexible position in the world. What about Queen G6? Queen D7 maybe. I get into H3. That's surprising from the IM just to let me play Queen H3. Looks a bit passive. I thought H3 was more solid. So what about Bishop B4, Queen H3 straight away? Would that be at all useful? He's going to waste time with his bishop. Take on H2, check, take on F1. Could go for it. I could just take on B4. I'll take on B4, Queen B4, Queen H3. That'll be good. Alright, let's take on B4. Or shall we? Alright. I'll play Queen H3 straight away. I don't want to lose time because of Queen B7s. So let's just take him. Let's let him have the bishop. So just get a tempo here. So checks, and then find out what to do after that. If I get a check on F3, then the rook and queen hopefully coordinate. So I'm surprised, you know, by that G3 move. But if this works tactically for white, it works tactically. But it looks as though it's promising. Just check, King F1, check on H1, King E2, Queen F3. That looks like good fun. The dark square bishop's not going to help on these light squares. Yeah. These live commentary games are a lot easier to do than trying to follow the thought processes or guess the thought processes of master games. I've got to say that. I looked at the last game for some time, and it's just intriguing. Actually, I'm just a piece down here now, unless there's anything clever. That's a shame. What about? Okay, I'll put the checks in, and then figure out what to do. What about rook here? Rook C6, just doubling. There's rook C1. That'll be the end of the fun there, I suppose. So rook H2, maybe threatening rook F2 is my only threat. Maybe to go for a perpetual or something. or just perpetual, in fact. So rook f2 looks good because if queen e2, there's rook c2. This could be good fun. Nice little deflection tactic. If bishop f2, queen e2, rook c2. Am I just winning his queen? This looks good. I'll take this pawn. Why not? Try and protect my c6, my b7 pawn, or just play e3, queen, rook b7, or do I play queen c3 first? I think g6, so I can play e3. I'm hoping these rooks are not going to coordinate. This is more promising than before. I want to keep this e pawn. I think I don't want to play queen g3. So immediate threats. Well, e2 and queen f3 check would be a nice skewer if the rook was left there. But he's probably going to throw in a check. It looks difficult to coordinate. I'm very happy with this position. So who is this? Mutabor. So quick finger. Virginius Dambrascus. Blimey, what a name. Dambrascus. So. Okay. Not most impressive ratings from an IM actually. On Blitz is not that high. But okay. E2 it is. I can take now on G3 because I don't know. Take on G3. Why not? We'll just check first to get the king blocking the pawn, I think. Okay. Now win that. Okay. Right. I want to stop that pawn from moving. It's all about queen f4. Just pin it for a moment. Actually, queen d2 would stop rook a2 if rook e1. Queen d2. Just take that pawn now. Right. Okay. Can I just get my other pawns working? I'm tempted for just f5. Another check. Or just h5, maybe even safer. Get the h4 in. What have I done? Hang on. This could be tricky. I don't want this a pawn to start running. Okay, so I want a decent sort of okay, think. How do I... What about f5 here? This a pawn's going to start working. Okay, this is going to be a dramatic one. I'm going to get the h and g pawns down to g2 and h2 and sack the queen. I think for this a pawn that's what's going to happen. Get these pawns down. So it'll be 2 rooks versus the 3 pawns. Hopefully I'm not going to get mated. So a5, g5, etc. g4. So this is probably a crazy thing to do, but I'm hoping it's going to work out. I could always try and win on time if it doesn't work out. Okay, so there's the threat of h2. Oh, I have mucked this up. Oh dear. Unless h2, rook g2. Can't mop up all the pawns at the same time, can he? Yes, he can. 10 seconds. What a mess. 6 seconds. 4, 3. Oh dear. That was a disaster. That was a total disaster.